Diane, what an inspiration you are, and we all thank you. I also have to thank you, the Lantos Family Foundation and team. You know, I began my career working for my hometown Congressman John Porter, who together with Congressman Tom Lantos started the Congressional Human Rights Caucus. And I had this front row seat seeing over all these decades the unbelievable impact you had on the world, so thank you. My name's Liz Schrayer, and my day job is president of the U.S. Global Leadership Coalition. But today, you gave me the impossible task, but the enormous honor to introduce my dear friend, Rachel Goldberg-Polin. I think everyone in this room probably knows Rachel's story, and you've heard it already today, of the courage and strength, and knows exactly why she is being so well-deserved of today's recognition, except you, Rachel. So I'm going to introduce your why, of why you're being introduced to you, my friend. So recently, one of my 2-year-old granddaughters, Maggie, was very scared to go to school. It was unfamiliar and disorienting, unknown, but her teacher, named Rachel, engaged Maggie with tenderness, a little tough love, and a whole lot of respect to make preschool a little less scary. Now, our world is really scary, and no one understands this more than hostage families. But somehow, when the world was at its scariest, you, Rachel, became our teacher. I knew you on October 6th, but I saw you on October 7th, channeling your love for Hersh as the unwavering mother advocate. I watched you stick masking tape onto your chest every day, counting each day the hostages were stolen and challenging the rest of us to do the same so no one would forget. You, this quiet introvert, not even 5 feet, stood tall as you spoke at the UN. You flew to Rome to meet the Pope, visited presidents, kings, and queens, sat in boardrooms with the most powerful, totally unafraid to speak with moral clarity about the difference between right and wrong. Unique to your grace, you taught us all how to be better parents, better listeners, better people, with that same tenderness, a little tough love, and always respect, because it is you, Rachel, your superpower. I remember the fear you had before speaking at a national political convention. Would you and John be booed? But you broke through with the power of your humility and humanity, making sure that the world understood that fighting for the release of all the hostages was not a political issue, it was a humanitarian issue. You cringed when Time magazine named you one of the 100 most influential people in the world. You questioned if you were deserving. Now, the rest of us were not surprised at all, because you spoke the truth, that innocent people stolen from their homes and their life must be protected regardless of who they are or where they come from. And still today, when anyone else in the world would probably curl up in their beds, you remind us that hope is mandatory. So this is simply the why of Rachel Goldberg-Polin. So ladies and gentlemen, it is the deepest honor for you to meet one of the greatest teachers in the world that even in her darkest days has taught us all the power, the importance of never, ever forgetting the basic centrality of human rights and human dignity. So meet my friend, my teacher, who makes the world a little less scary and a whole lot better, Rachel Goldberg-Polin.